Hi, welcome to our reading for Thursday, the 15th of December, 2016. Remember, it's a general reading, so see what feels right for you. See which signs, symbols, bells, whistles, messages, energies resonate for you and bring you clarity to what you're wondering, concerned, confused, inquiring, dreaming, and praying about. We're all children of God. We're all psychic. We're not all going through the same thing at the same time, at the same pace. So see what feels right for you. It could be one sign and that brings you clarity. It could be the whole reading. It could make sense later. In the end, always use your logic and intuition together to make sound decisions based in love for the highest, greatest good of everybody. So we're all uplifted in love. See how it feels for you. How you ride these energetic waves that come through here is always up to you. Is it your wave? Is it not your wave? Are you waiting for another wave? Preparing for that wave? Crashing into the wave? Riding the wave? Or ignoring the wave? Also, feel free to make this an interactive video if you want to pull some cards for yourself. And if you have some time, try to check out the links below. Show your love and support to the artist. Enjoy the music. See if there's signs and symbols in the music in the videos for you. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoy the reading, and I'll see you in a moment. Hi, welcome to our reading for Thursday, the 15th of December, 2016. We're going to start the reading today with the Manera Tarot. Let's begin and see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, our higher self, angels, and energies of love have for the highest and greatest good of all. Let's get some clarity, focus, and understanding into the energies coming through for Thursday, the 15th of December, and wisdom to ride this energy best for all of us. Let's start with one card for Thursday. We have the Vincenzo commentary coming from the cage across the room here. All right, let's begin. I think that's our card, and that is the Four of Air. So, I hear lift, like lift off, feeling light, letting something go. You're releasing tension on something, going to sleep, resting, meditation, relaxing, like watching a movie, watching YouTube, watching some videos, doing something at home, reading a book. I'm getting video with this, like sitting home and watching some old movies, like movies that connect you to your husband, your wife, your kids, your childhood, you know, a weird time, a good time, and I'm getting funny movies. It just made me think of the other night. There were three. Were they all on? I think they were all on in the same night. Three really good movies. One was Mannequin. One was Ferris Bueller's Day Off. And the last one, what was the last one? The last one was Best in Show. Those are three big faves of mine. I mean, I got plenty of others in the old files going on, but it's amazing how you remember seeing that movie for the first time, or perhaps you never saw any of those movies and you could, you know, pop one on. My favorite is Best in Show. No matter how many times I've seen that movie, it is always funny. I'm always like, it's always like a pisser to me. Like, I find it hilarious every time, every time. I sort of like the improv of it. Like, it's kind of pointless. Like, it makes you think of the guy. It's like, there are all kinds of nuts. There are pistachio nuts and red pistachio nuts and peanuts and pine nuts. It's like randomly goes on for 5 minutes about nuts. And you're just like, why am I entertained by this so much? So maybe it's something like that. It doesn't have to be that movie, but maybe it's something for you. Or it's gathering some of your own personal entertaining moments, like home videos even, together, watching something. I'm getting like something that reminds you of your past. It reminds me of the reading I did the other day with the Kids Incorporated thing came up. I actually left a comment on that video, because when I saw it and you see like Stacy, you know, dancing to like Debbie Gibson, and I saw the fringe on the coat, I remember the moment I saw that coat and dragged my mom to Kmart to get myself some white fringe that I sewed on my jean jacket coat. And then I wore it in a violin, like, filling contest. I totally, like, kids incorporated myself out for that contest. But, you know, it's like finding those weird things that take you back as a kid. Maybe it's reconnecting. The Four of Swords is finding peace in something that was bothering you in your mind and going somewhere better. You know, it's resting on something, waking up, and feeling better about making a decision because you got some rest. Because you weren't overwhelming yourself, thinking too much and keeping yourself up. You let yourself just come back to center, relax, not stress about something. Go away from something, dive into something totally different that takes you down a totally different road, that brings you a totally different energy and maybe a different solution. A different memory comes through. You throw a monkey wrench in the situation and who knows what comes through. You just allow yourself some time to sleep and rest, and you get that inspiration back. You get your energy back, you know? You get that drive back when you wake up. It's like, you know, just starting it over. Starting fresh, starting new. But first you have to go retreat. You know, you have to find peace in something that you're overwhelmed with. Come to peace in a situation. Let a situation go altogether. Walk away. Do your own thing. Take a bubble bath. I feel like you're protected against the elements here with this umbrella. It's like you're dangling your shoes. It makes me think of when you see like the power lines or the street lamps and somebody threw their shoes over that. Like that. Maybe you're going to be driving or crossing the street and you'll see shoes like that, and pay attention to your surroundings or your feelings or what you're feeling at the moment, what comes through, or maybe you'll just remember the song on the radio right then. Something like that. But it's asking you to find peace, to find serenity, to find that moment of meditation, that calm, that serene moment somewhere today. Even if it's going on a YouTube channel and finding something that was from your past and spending 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It doesn't have to be a whole movie, but it does require some kind of retreat, retraction, meditation, going inside yourself for the answer, or just release so you can be lifted above the situation and end up looking down and seeing it more clearly than when you were so invested in it. So much lost in the chaos. I just saw like shoppers, like shopping going on, or like, you know, street crowds or trying to get across the street, and it would be so much easier just to hang out up here like her. Probably people would be just doing their thing underneath and not even notice that this naked girl's just sort of hanging out on the old film, hanging from the universe, from the heavens, from the sky. So lift yourself above this situation. Connect to something, I would say, that's on film, in like old pictures, memories, something that's a moment, even a smell. I'm getting memory, like a time, but time is relative. So this could be you projecting things in the future and knowing you're protected and lifted above this situation and you're sailing smooth. You're also connected to spirit here. And the bird's just sort of hanging out with you up there. So you're connected to your higher self, to signs, to symbols, your intuition. And look at you just sort of like dangling your boots, like relaxing, you know, loosen the strings a little, loosen your pants a little, expose yourself a little bit here. Take that as you will, but it's your truth, your authenticity that's exposed here. It's perhaps finding the truth in a situation, or you needed to come above the situation to see the truth or see the awesome authenticity in a situation, or perhaps someone else. Maybe it took someone else actually taking off their, maybe not necessarily their clothes, but maybe their outfit, or taking something off, revealing something. You know, they're like, I feel like it's just comfortable. It makes me think of those weird, like like campaigns they do for women for body image, and they take like a product and then they try to put a good healthy image out there, which is good. I guess advertising, maybe it's advertising and putting a healthy image or expression or idea or something valuable and healing to society in that film, in that expression, in your image, in your pictures. Maybe there's a way to take it and make it not just be about the naked girl or the curves or the sexiness. Maybe there's something, I hear strategy, like through strategy and very useful, like valuable in there, whether it be a lesson, a moral, you know, something that others can connect to and makes a difference and lifts them above a situation, or, you know, helps where there was a problem so they can see something different from a different point of view. So sometimes, you know, if it takes naked girl to make that point come out, then, or maybe just, you know, in your bathing suit, or just something sort of revealing about you, something personal about you or someone else that makes you connect, or that makes you look in the first place. You know, don't judge a book by its cover. Just because somebody looks like sexy and they're up there like hanging around doesn't mean that she's not a smart cookie. He's not a smart cookie. You know exactly what they're doing. You know, so see what's being revealed, what's truth, what's for show, and where there's value coming through. Okay, let's continue with the, well, I'm going to go to the romance angels. Now that I started talking about being in your skivvies. You know, but with the boot, I must say she kept her boots on. I do appreciate that, you know, that she kept her fancy, not so sexy work boots on, and she looks great. I think that's pretty awesome. It would probably be me just keeping my big boots on. My grandmother always makes fun of me because in the summer I'll have like this really cute little dress and I'll have boots like that on in the middle of the summer. I'll be like, Grandma, I'm walking the woods or I'm working in the garden. Like, I work my shoes really hard. I get my money's worth in any pair of shoes that I buy. So I would probably have them on like that too, but maybe just loosen them up a little bit. You know, if you jump down, you don't want to jump down completely barefoot, although being barefoot is nice too. But right here, she's just bare ass. Sometimes these readings are kind of funny. It's also a 4, and it's an air card, so a mind card, a swords card. So it's finding stability in your thoughts, you know, finding a way to make all of those things that you're thinking work to make a solid structure. So you can build upon something. It doesn't always feel like it's being torn down. You know, you're lifted above and you can make plans accurately after you rest a little bit. Or detach even from a situation somehow so you can reattach with like the right kind of supplies, the right glue, the right outline, the right way of going in. You know, don't just go in and, I mean, I feel like there's a plan here, or it was like a spur of the moment thing. It did make me think of, it made me think of pre-Janet Jackson, I must say, nip slip, when Jayne Mansfield found out how to get into like the backstage of a premiere to something like that, and she wore a bathing suit that was a little bit too tight and did the old dive into the pool and like, oh, I don't know what happened, and she had a body to look at. And I will say that was a very, very smart way for her to use what she had and what people were looking at to get her talent and her intelligence and her drive noticed to do what she had to do. And that was a woman that made it happen all on her own. She had like 6 kids or something. So, I mean, that's what I just thought of with that. So, even if it looks like it might be an accidental thing, maybe there was something planned there. Now, I'm not telling you all to do the accidental nip slip, but maybe look beyond what could be the physical or the magnetism or what is there and look deeper than that. And there's probably something deeper than that. Or it's asking you to take what you have and make that more useful So you're different from everyone else with their old, like, Snapchat, Facebook, selfie things that everyone's doing, and make yours stand out because there's value in there, because there's a message in there, because there's something that's artistic and it's a flair and it's you in there. But maybe you have to sleep on it for that inspiration to come through, that, you know, to have that dream, to see that thing later when you're walking around, you're like, that's what I dreamt about. That's what I have to use in my pictures or something like that. So solutions coming through. I just did, wow, I really can go on a tangent with one card. I hope something out of that was useful because that was like 14 minutes. All right, let's get another card for the Four of Air. Aria. I also see Jupiter and Libra. So luck in relationships, luck with communication, luck with peace, luck with understanding different points of view, and friendships and relationships. And that says free yourself. So that's almost like, you know, like, you know, that could go, I'm getting both ways. If you're usually out here in the chaos and you need to go to your room, to your cage, to the bathroom, to your car, to the gym, wherever you need to go to find a little you space and get some you time, to realize how powerful and magical and I'm getting powerful and unique with this unicorn. Unicorns are like pure and unique and like special, rare. So it's your rare energy that needs to come back to home, or you need to come back home and rest a little bit. Or if you've been in this playpen, in this area, in the same space too much, and you have the same chaos going around, or absolutely nothing going on, or what's going on here is just blocking you in, telling you can't do that, you can't experience this, you can't have that, that's not for you, that's not good, you can't have that, you'll never accomplish that, then get out of there and go experience where you can, because you're magical and you're powerful and you should have something pretty big coming through after you tap into something pretty big and who you actually are. So it's time to take back control of your life. Where do you feel like you have lack of control? You know, even if there's chaos, how can you take that situation and put yourself back in the driver's seat? It could be you leaving a circumstance, leaving a relationship, telling somebody no, telling somebody yes. You know, if you've been sitting on something for a long time and you never go out and you want to ask somebody out and you just never make the call and you're always home and you want this love or you want this relationship to happen, but you never actually reach out, you never like get past the, what you never, there's no contact here, you know, it's just above the situation dream. You have to come back down to earth somehow. So you either need to get out, change your surroundings, have a new experience, go visit someone, knock on the door, make a phone call, go somewhere different and see what changes. You can always come back here if you feel comfortable. You can always bring back whomever you want. If that's your situation, you know, or this could be a marriage and you're always here and you just both need to get out, to just get out of the playpen, just get out of the house, go do something else, you know, go somewhere where you feel lighter, where you're not worried about all the chores you got to do, and just go somewhere else today, you know, or go somewhere by yourself. Maybe you just need some space, you know, or you always in your own space all the time and you need to go somewhere else so you can see a different situation. You can have some inspiration. You can have a new connection. But I feel like you're coming back home. You're coming back to your space. So I don't feel like this is always bad. This is finding freedom for you to go and leave as you choose. So is there someone or something around you that's not letting you, or are you blocking that on someone else? Does someone feel, you know, like you're always calling them, or even if they go out and they're out in this beautiful forest, you're always sort of making the call. Are you around? What are you doing? Are you out at that place? Are you hanging out with them? But the pretty girl is there, but that hot guy is always hanging out there. Why are you doing that? You know, and you're always having that fence around that person, then you're sort of restricting them and, you know, not allowing freedom of someone else to know that they can come home. They'll come home back to you. You know, if I feel like this person should be pretty secure with whom they are. And I feel like that should be you. You should have security, and, you know, don't worry about, take that, like, you know, the chain off or whatever, whoever that is, and let them go. And if they are going to go out and do something messy or mess up or whatever, you're still above that situation. You'll be okay. Whatever's going to happen is divine. It will happen for a reason, because you're meant to have better, if that's how big it is. If it's a problem there and you're holding on to somebody because you think they're going to dance with somebody and they might kiss them and they might whatever, and that might turn into whatever, then there's already a lack of security in that relationship that's bigger than that situation alone. So you need to allow the freedom to see what happens and let everything go and see how strong it could actually be, and how you might have had actually nothing to worry about all along, and that releasing all that control all along actually made your bond stronger, actually made you both feel more free, actually made you come together, or actually made them run off with something that they deserve. And sometimes that happens, sometimes that's shitty, and you know, if that happens, that's shitty. But you're always better off later, because you come out better, because now you know what you didn't want, and you still allowed freedom for both of you to grow. Maybe you grew and the other person didn't, and they're going to go into a relationship where they can work out that karma with whomever they're with now to deal with that situation until they grow. And maybe you'll now meet somebody who's has that same kind of karma, or you have something different you're working out with, which could be beautiful now, instead of something that was making you feel trapped, or you felt like you always had to hold on to something. You know, this could be just having a child and not allowing them to be free to discover who they are, because you see talents, you see this, you know, you see a magical and unique they are in this thing, but they need to go out and experience if they actually feel that way about themselves. Even if you see it, they have to still experience if they want to do it, if it's still part of them. That could be 3 years, that could be 3 days, it could be 30 years. But it's having that freedom, allowing that freedom, taking back control in yourself, finding the magic within yourself to do and take control of your own situation. What do you want to do? Walk out, experience something new today, come back home, take some you time today, you know, cut something else free, allow it to go, see what happens, get some space, you know, make some better decisions for you, take the reins back on you, buy a bridle that makes your bling bling stand out, and, you know, work the surroundings you have and go explore something else. That's sort of what I'm getting. So, let's move along to the Power Archangel Tarot and get clarity on free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. And the Four of Swords, Air, Luft, Air, and Ari. I think in the different languages, aria. It just makes me think of an aria. Let's get clarity on free yourself and Four of Swords. 15th. And that's the leap of faith. That's your new start. That's taking a chance, beginner's luck, trusting what you can't see, but feeling it in your gut that you know you should do it, that you know you have to say no, you know you have to say yes, you know you have to go that way. You know you have to go a different direction. You know you have to go back that other direction again. You missed something the first time around. You missed something the second time around. You saw it in the dream. You know, that thing that you lost was right there on the side of the road, right on the sidewalk, you know, and you saw it. You're going to go back and you're going to get it, and it's there. You know, it's that divine connection. It's that divine connection inside of you to take a leap of faith. It's up to you to move, to do it. You are protected with this 0. Look at that. That's so cool. The leap of faith, and then you have this. So, you know, your fence, you're still protected. You're still always protected by God, by the universe. Your angels are always here to help you out. You know, if you need a little help, you're like, I'm kind of lost here in the middle of the jungle, in the middle of the woods, in the middle of the city. Which way do I go? And you either trust that maybe I should ask that person. You know, maybe they'll, hi, excuse me, do you know which way it is? Or You're like, can I get an answer? And you like, I don't know, but I hear a weird noise in the woods that way. So I'm going to go this way where the water's flowing and see if I can come to a road, you know? And you walk along and you have faith as you go. You figure it out. You don't always have everything unfolding at once. It's slow. But everything you need is in your tool bag there. Even if you're young or novice or naive in the situation, the environment, the area, you're going to figure it out. You've got something unique. You've got some special protection. You've got a special urge in a direction you have to go. So you got to get out and go. Or this could even be like a leap of faith to get back home. Take all that you've seen out there that you know you should be writing about or singing about, or calling somebody out about, or, you know, like talking to someone, conversating about, you know, in an intimate setting together, bring someone back. I'm getting you talking. Then it's like taking all that information that's going on out there and retreating here with the Four of Swords, you know, to find that leap of faith inside of you. It could be like writing something, and that's a leap of faith. It doesn't have to be getting in your car and going somewhere. Although for some of you, it's getting in your car, taking a cab, calling for a ride, getting a bus, getting on your bike, going down the block, getting in a plane and going somewhere, taking a leap, taking a step, having faith that you'll figure it out as you go. Take what you need. Don't take too much baggage. Trust there are brand new things coming. It's up to you to put the effort in. So believe in yourself, listen to your heart, and do what gives you joy. Joy. That's the right direction. When it brings you joy, it brings you happiness. It makes you feel free. It makes you feel like you're advancing, like you're getting somewhere. Not like you're always stuck, going in circles, turning around, going the wrong way, falling over. It's finding this right way. You know, it doesn't mean you won't fall down. Doesn't mean you won't go the wrong way. It doesn't mean things won't happen or delays won't occur. But at least you're moving. You're moving with that protection, and you're on a bigger stepping stone, a bigger platform to get somewhere right for you that doesn't feel like you're always trapped. So, this is nice. This is a nice reading. So it's just getting maybe a little rest first to get ready for this journey. Maybe you're going somewhere today. You're going to finally feel like, you're like, I guess like a big boy or girl. Like you did it on your own. Like that's sort of cute. Like it doesn't have an, I didn't get like an age thing. I get like you patting yourself on the back. Like good boy, good girl. You knew you could do it. What took you so long? So, all right, let's get one more card. This is the Oracle of Visions. Cyril Machete. Let's get clarification for Thursday, the 15th of December. One card for the day on Free Yourself, Leap of Faith, and the Four of Air. Oh, this is, that's so cool. Has this ever come up? I don't think I've ever seen, this is 34. Check that out. Check that out. Check who's busting out of their, like, bubble. Someone's busting out of their bubble. They're breaking free. This is awesome. Good job. Even if you come back home, you're breaking the rules. You're busting something open. You're finding some freedom here. You're doing it. You're doing a good job. Maybe that's that, like, good boy, good girl, good growing up thing. There's these toys. Look at you. You're coming from, like, a little toy to, like, a wild stallion. Like, this is cool. All right, let's see what this means. I don't think this has come up. I'm excited to see the meaning of this card. So let's see. This is what? 30, breaking free, or it could be chasing a dream. A horse is the projection of people's dreams about themselves, strong, powerful, beautiful, and it has the capability of giving us escape from our mundane existence. Pam Brown. Card 34, finally breaking free. A real horse embodying the true inner spirit escapes from the carnival shell. Excuse me. Which represented his existence up to this point. Like lost in the carnival, lost in the crowd, lost in the 3D, like of whatever. And it's like you're busting into reality here. Or there's some big spiritual, beautiful energy that's just becoming your reality in that world. So it's being in both. Made me think of Pisces a little bit. Where was I? The constant repetition finally ends as he soars through his glass confinement. His escape and transformation, it made me think of Through Glass by Stone Sour. I put that up a couple times. I'll put it up again. I'll put it below. His escape and transformation is witnessed with awe and incredulity, but also with envy by those he leaves behind. This card represents the numbering routine of daily life. For example, the mindless repetition of the morning commute. Oh my, yes. It's like you don't even remember how you got there. Same thing every day. Same place you get your breakfast, wait line, whatever. This leap of faith is not that morning commute. This is that little kid that gets up and they know they're going to the amusement park that day. Like, that's that day. It's that special day. It's going on that, like, you know, going on the tour bus. It's the exciting day. So where is there some of that excitement for you? That's that kind of day. Not the, like, same old getting up at the, you know, when the alarm rings. What might be comforting familiarity to some can become claustrophobic, choking of our inner spirit. We occasionally escape through dreams of what might be, but at some point we may act upon them to the amazement of others. So you might be like, with this leap of faith, there might be others around you who don't know what the heck just happened. Some of you might just like get up and quit, get up and leave, like not take it anymore. Like, this is done. I'm doing that. No one's telling me what to do. I'm going to go this direction. You might tell nothing to anyone and just do what you have to do. You know, this quiet leap of faith for you. Maybe people will notice what happened later. Not even understand how you broke free. Just suddenly there's freedom. So I hope this resonates for you, you know, in your own situation, in your own world and environment today. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. I'll see you soon.